with everything that has taken place over the last year with regards to Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, and all of the lawsuits, people are wondering, where is Sean Carter and his wife Beyonce? We know that they are one of his closest friends, and we know that they were at those parties. But what is not adding up is, where is Sean Carter? And thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. We are definitely growing over here. But also, if you guys can remember also to like and share the video. In my last video, that is what I should emphasize on. Just make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Guys, we got to have a conversation. And frankly, let's get right to the point. Where is Jay-Z? In this particular video, Diddy was invited to the Rock Nation brunch, in which he was actually speaking amongst the guys. And this was only 4 years ago, 2020. Diddy spoke at the Rock Nation brunch. He talked about those guys being united. And when I say those guys, I'm speaking of their team. They call themselves the Black Billionaires. And they said they were having a Black Billionaires brunch. And they said they were staying together. They were getting tighter, united, they stand, and then they did a toast. So this would kind of insinuate some kind of solidarity, or even some type of, friend that would actually speak up for his friend and say, hey, this is not the type of person Sean is. Sean Combs is. This is not who P. Diddy is. Why is Jay-Z silent? This is a man that you did business with. This is a man that you invited to your brunch. But we're not hearing anything from Jay-Z, and people want to know why. But it seems like we may have some information as to why Jay-Z is so quiet, and Beyonce as well. Because people are saying that Jay-Z is actually worse than Diddy, and that Beyonce is, she's something else. And I'm going to let you guys get into this interview where you can hear it for yourself.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. The game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're going to keep staying together. We getting tighter. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence. Right there.
The Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Jaguar,
guess they're on vacation.
If this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland? Social media.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim Porter?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyoncé are not here, unfortunately, to Kim Porter.
Yes.
A new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Al B. Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the 𝐾 Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy, and everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting AirTag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it.
Jaguar Wright made some very wild accusations with regards to Jay-Z and Beyoncé. She also went on to say that she was in contact with victims that wanted to give a statement. Y'all heard what I said, a statement with regards to what Sean Carter, also known as Jay-Z, did to them. Then she implemented Beyonce and said his wife as well, as to say that Beyonce and Jay-Z are into something. I don't know what the something is, but I'm just going off of what Jaguar Wright has stated. She referred to them as a nasty, and y'all heard what I said, a nasty little couple, and said they do nasty things. And then she went on to say keeping people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious, and then mentioned just like Aaliyah, who got on that plane unconscious. Now, we all know the story with Aaliyah, which is similar, a little different than this, but she's kind of making some wild accusations against Jay-Z. But I think the world is wondering themselves and wanting to know, where is Jay-Z and why is he not speaking up? Now, what does all this mean for Jay-Z and Beyoncé? Because people are starting to think that they may be one and the same when it comes to Diddy. The fact that they are remaining quiet and they're not saying anything makes people look at them side eye. Now, we can't confirm anything that Jaguar Wright said in her interview, but as you guys know, she has been spilling industry tea for some time. In fact, she has been speaking about Diddy for years. So what does this do for Beyonce and Jay-Z? Because we looking side-eyed at both of them. So is there some truth to what Jaguar Wright had to say? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, let me know what you guys think down below.